Hello everyone, my name is Khalid IBNFKIH and this is my research presentation. I'm focusing on a problem I really want to solve, helping girls in rural areas get their education. Here is the problem. There is a big gap in education. Girls in rural Morocco, mostly ages 12 to 18 years old, face many serious problems that stop them from staying in school. This is not just a small issue, it means that many girls drop out. This limits their future jobs and slows down their growth of the whole community. The main problem is a mix of old traditions, money issues, and a lack of good schools nearby. To understand this, I set 4 clear goals for my research. First, I needed to find the main problems that stop girls from going to school, like physical and social or cultural barriers. Second, I wanted to see how much things like safety and family traditions affect school attendance. Third, I needed to understand what key people like families, teachers, and local leaders think about this. And lastly, my main goal was to find good ideas that could really help fix this problem. This problem affects many people. The main group, of course, who are hurt the most are the young rural girls and their parents, who often make the final choice about school. But many other people are involved too. This includes teachers, community leaders who set local rules. Also the government's Ministry of Education and many aid groups, also labeled as NGOs, that are already trying to help. To learn about this, I planned a few methods. First, I did a lot of reading. I looked at reports from big groups like the World Bank, UNICEF, and the High Atlas Foundation. This gave me a lot of good facts and backgrounds. Secondly, I used a survey and got 50 answers. This came from parents, teachers, and girls, and it really helped me see which problems are the biggest. I also need to mention a challenge that I faced. I was not able to do live interviews to be precise. This was because of the language barrier, and because it was hard to find people who had time to take this interview. So the personal stories in my report come from the reading and survey data. My first big finding is about physical problems. A very large number, 78% of people I surveyed, said that the school is just too far away. This is a huge barrier. Many girls have to walk more than 5 kilometers just to get to school, often on bad and unsafe roads. This connects to safety. 50% of people said safety concerns are their main reasons. Girls miss school or drop out. And even if they get to school, the schools are often not in a good shape. Only 30% said that their local school had enough books, clean toilets, or female teachers, which is very important for keeping girls in school. My second big finding is about invisible barriers, such as culture and traditions. 65% of people said that family rules and house chores are major problems. Girls are often expected to cook, clean, or help on the farm, and this is seen more important than school for them. The community's views also matter. Only 40% of people felt their community really pushes for girls to get education. This shows a gap between the country's laws and the local way of life. My reading backed this up. One report from Humanium said that rural girls are twice as likely as boys to drop out because of chores and early marriage. So, what does this data tell us? It shows that the problem isn't just one thing, it's many problems all tangled together. But three main factors stand out: distance and safety. Getting to school isn't the first and biggest challenge. Second is the cultural norms. Families, family and community beliefs often hold girls back. Third is the infrastructure. A lack of good schools and supplies shows this issue isn't a top priority. This is important because it tells me that a solution has to fix all these three problems at once. We can't just build a school and be done. We also need to work on transport and change people's minds. To wrap this up, the problem stopping girls from getting an education in rural Morocco are clear. But the research also shows clear ways we can help them with. My next step is to start creating a solution. I will focus on ideas that will fix all three of those key problems. I will also listen to advice from groups like the High Atlas Foundation, which says that working with local community is the best way to make a change that lasts. The ideas in this presentation came from many key sources, which you can see here. That this includes reports from Humanium, the High Atlas Foundation, the World Bank, and others who have studied this problem. Thank you very much for your time. I would really be happy to answer any questions.